Is climate change a Western conspiracy as being postulated in some quarters? The narrative of climate change being pushed by the Western world, does it have some kind of hypocrisy in it? This is the question we put forward to the Pioneer Director General of the National Council on Climate Change, Dr. Salisu Mohammed eh, Dahiru. He will be telling us what this all means and whether climate change is real or not. There is this school of thought that believe that climate change is just a Western conspiracy, that the narratives being pushed by the Western world, there's a lot of hypocrisy in it. Do you agree?
I do not agree, but there is the second part of your question about hypocrisy. Yes, there are some aspects of it, and I'll tell you why. For us, I think if you consider what the general perception is and the general public in Nigeria, both from kids and adults alike, information and knowledge about climate change is at the lowest ebb. And um, generally, people think that climate change is just an abstract. But the happenings that we've observed and we've witnessed in the last couple of years are proving us wrong. In 2012, we had a major flood in the country that covered everywhere. 10 years after 2022, we had or we are having the same flood, but now more aggressive and more severe. These are the telltale signs of climate change. In the past, some of us remember when we were going to primary school, between our houses and the school, we used to see trees, we used to see various types of birds, and in fact, some animals, wild animals. Today, you never see them. Why? Because the environment has been degraded, and as a result of that degradation, they've lost their habitats and they're no longer there. The kind of rainfall that we used to experience is either coming at the wrong time or coming in higher quantities at the wrong time, or coming in less quantities at the time that you're expecting it to fall. And then, more importantly, the atmospheric temperature, the heat that we are experiencing these days. Some people say this is heat that we've never experienced before. These are signs and effects of climate change. And whether we like it or not, climate change is here with us. The effects are being felt by virtually everybody. And to deal with it, believe me sincerely, everybody will have to be involved and everybody will have to play its role.
Let's talk about specific roles that people should be playing now to mitigate the impact of climate change. If it is not a Western conspiracy, like you have said, it is happening and it is being seen and felt. What are the adaptive measures in Nigeria in particular for people to follow?
Well, for the individual, first and foremost, one factor that is really important is our energy use. The energy sources that we are relying upon at the moment, majority of them are fuel wood based. Either you are using firewood directly or you are using charcoal or other derivatives of firewood for home cooking. In Nigeria, a study has shown that over 80% of urban population, I repeat, urban population, not rural population, at the rural level, almost everything is about what? Firewood. So, some of the responses that are most effective in dealing with climate change are the adaptation responses. And what is adaptation? It's just lifestyle changes and adjustments in the way we do things. So, jettisoning firewood for more fuel efficient and less polluting and less emitting sources is going to be option number one. Number two, even in terms of our use of electricity, you can see somebody who will put on the AC in his house Whether somebody is living in the room or not, the AC is on. Whether you are going to sleep or not, the light is on. Today, you see there are devices that are being put in terms of houses where you have this motion sensor light, that it is when somebody is actually moving in that direction and requires light that you see the light coming on. So a lot of the things in terms of energy use, in terms of lifestyle use, in terms of even your decision to choose to use a lift in a building or to just walk a few steps, something that also has additional health benefits for you as an individual, are also part of the adaptation.
Before I let you go, climate change is also said to be affecting agriculture at a time when Nigeria is thinking of diversifying the economy, to agriculture sector. So what are the implications of this, and how could Nigeria get out of the quagmire?
In terms of affecting agriculture, our type of agriculture in Nigeria is what? Is rain-fed. Is majorly sustained by rainfall. And agriculture, for us to succeed, we all know that the largest singular input into agriculture is water. So once you have disruptions in the rainfall pattern and availability of rainfall is affected, then you have direct consequence on agriculture, on food security, on survival, and even on peace.